Icon of the Seas is making headlines as the largest cruise ship ever built, but in this video we will look at a different measurement, crew member count. Whether you are currently a crew member deciding what ship you would prefer to go on, are going to work on a ship and want to know what to expect, or just find it interesting, this video should be helpful. I do want to say that as crew members start and end contracts every week, this list may not be 100% accurate, but is as close as it can be. Number 10 on the list is Carnival's 2021 Mardi Gras. This is the smallest ship in size inside of the top 10. Mardi Gras is the 19th largest in the world according to gross tonnage, but has more passengers than ships larger than her, such as the MSC World Europa, which makes Mardi Gras densely populated. With a double occupancy of 5,282, Mardi Gras needs more crew to account for the large number of passengers. Mardi Gras has 1,745 crew members, just 10 more than aboard her sister ships, the Celebration and Jubilee. Tied for 8th on the list are the P&O ships Iona and Ariya. Being just a bit larger than Mardi Gras, both ships have 1,762 crew members. Just like Mardi Gras, Iona and Ariya are in the Excel class, despite operating for a different cruise line. However, both P&O and Carnival Cruise Line are owned by Carnival Corporation, which is how they have that connection. The cruise ship with the 7th most number of crew members is the Allure of the Seas from Royal Caribbean at 2,054. Allure is the smallest Oasis class ship when it comes to gross tonnage and has the least number of crew members out of the 6 of them. It seems like Allure gets overlooked because it is not as enhanced as the other Oasis class vessels, but it still has enough to do on board and has the best lounge for Diamond members that I've ever seen on a Royal Caribbean ship. Oasis of the Seas is number 6 on this list and has 2,109 crew members aboard. Oasis I consider to be the most monumental cruise ship in history. When it came out, no other passenger ship was even close in size, and the Oasis class carried Royal Caribbean from the 2010s to the early 2020s. Number 5 and the highest placing non-Royal Caribbean ship on this list is the MSC World Europa. While smaller in size than the Oasis and Allure, Europa is home to 2,138 crew members. It is currently the only cruise ship not from Royal Caribbean over 200,000 gross tons, and the 7th largest in that metric overall. MSC will release a sister ship to Europa in 2025, named MSC World America, which will feature the same number of crew members. Tied for the bronze medal are Harmony of the Seas and Symphony of the Seas. These two Royal Caribbean ships have 2,200 crew members each. They were the second pair of Oasis-class ships released. Harmony is only 125 gross tons larger than post-amplification Oasis, and Symphony is larger than Harmony by just over 1,000 gross tons. Symphony was Royal Caribbean's flagship for a while, but was eventually outdone by this next ship. Wonder of the Seas is the 5th Oasis-class ship released and was recently dethroned from the title of world's largest cruise ship. Wonder has the second largest number of crew members on board, with 2,204. Wonder is significantly larger than any of her sister ships at 236,857 total gross tons. Even though she is not the largest anymore, Wonder of the Seas still holds the record for most staterooms with 2,867, though altogether they can only hold 6,988 passengers, as opposed to Icon of the Seas, which has less staterooms but can hold 600 more passengers. Before getting to the cruise ship with the most crew on board, there are 2 ships being released in the near future that will eclipse Wonder's mark. Utopia of the Seas makes her maiden voyage later this year as the 6th and seemingly final Oasis-class ship. Utopia is planned to have 2,290 crew members and should be close in size to the Wonder. Surprisingly high is the Disney Adventure, which is expected to be complete in 2025. While smaller than the World Europa, it is still 208,000 gross tons and is planned to have around 2,300 crew on board. Finally, we have the new world's largest cruise ship, Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas, with 2,350 crew members, the current record. Although Wonder has more staterooms, the maximum passenger capacity is higher on Icon at 7,600 guests. I'm interested in hearing what the environment is like once the first few sailings are completed due to the sheer amount of people. Star of the Seas, debuting in 2025, is reported to have the same number of crew when it comes out, although it wouldn't be surprising if it was a little bit less or more. And with that being said, there are the 10 cruise ships with the most crew members. If you are a current, former, or aspiring crew member, feel free to comment below if you would prefer working on a ship with a lot of people or a ship with less people. This is Embarkation Day, and smooth sailing ahead.